Man, I am glad the table is done. I was just doing some sanding here and I was thinking, this is the last time this table is going to be this empty. That's it. This is the last time. So today is I'm going to get the boxes out. I got a lot of them over here. They got a ton of slot car stuff in them. I'm going to sort through what I have and start putting stuff on the table and just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. But man, I am so glad this part is done. We did take our time. We countersunk all the screw heads here and everything. We tried to do it as sturdy and as good as possible. Is it perfect? No. Is it really good? Oh yeah. Is it going to be fine for the slot cars? Yeah. But again, not perfect. And me and my son know where we flubbed up a little bit. So anyways, I'm going to do some more sanding. I'm going to go get those boxes out and see what I got. Okay, good. Got a couple of boxes here. One's got a lot of straightaways, a couple of wiggle tracks, some of the specialty tracks, things like that. Got another box here. It's got a lot of the curves in it and whatnot. And I've just been taking stuff out and seeing what I got. I got plenty of track. Got some junctions. The bank turn. I'm considering using that. I didn't know if I would to begin with. I'm considering using that. Got the Y track, two of those still on the card there. Those are coming off. Kind of want to use the intersection, but the one I really want to use is the intersection that has the trains. I've got a couple of small trains I might incorporate into the layout here, so I was considering using one or both those. I don't know, we'll see. So what else do we have? We have a couple of the junctions. Quite frankly, I didn't know I had those. I recently ordered some. These kind of work, kind of don't work. I don't know if I'll be able to get them to work properly. I've got some of the single lane stuff, and I've got the small radius, the medium radius, the big radius. I got plenty of that, and I've got the starter tracks. So, and I like the hill climb type of track. I like those a lot. So I'm just seeing what I got. I know I'm going to have to clean every little tab. I know I'm going to have to clean all the rails and everything. This stuff has been sitting in my garage for years. So being in Florida, the oxidation, it takes its toll on the stuff. All right, that's where I'm at right now, guys. Like I said earlier, I think I got plenty of track at my disposal. I've been having a track cleaning party, and I got a lot of it done, but there's still more to do. Just to the point to where there's a lot of oxidation here in Florida. Look at this. This is before I touched it. And what I use is one of these blocks, your little singing blocks. I think carborundum impregnated block. I got this at the training store, Gulf Coast Model Railroading. So they use it for the train tracks. I use it for the slot car tracks. But look at the oxidation that's on there. I got to get every bit of it off, and plus, again, I got to get with the tabs. And when it comes, when it's done, oh, looks real good, looks real good. But man, I got to get every bit of that off all the track. I'm still working on it. Still in the middle of the track cleaning project. One thing I noticed here, and it's got to be due to the Florida heat and the weight and things like that, but some of the pieces, they don't lay flat. This one's almost like a little bit of a seesaw. That's not the thing that I want to use. I want to use the ones that lay flat. So I've come across a few that are a little bit warped. So I'm just setting those aside and sticking with the ones that are really true. Still working on getting the clamp clean. Just a quick note, I got two of the carborundum impregnated blocks. This one, it's pretty solid. It doesn't have any flexibility whatsoever. If I've got some really oxidized track, it's great. But the other one, it's got a little bit of pliability to it. It flexes a little bit, and it's like finer sandpaper, so to speak. You know what I mean? It absolutely is wonderful. Another thing I've been doing just for fun is I've been cleaning out the where the guide pin goes, the little slot there. I've been cleaning out the slot as I go along. Well, too often, just sitting in a box for years, you know, you're going to have stuff in there. I'm going to clean a lot of that stuff out. Getting a lot of it done. I've got one stack there, the straightaways. I got another stack here, the straightaways I got to get done. But this is a fun piece. I was putting out the straightaways earlier. This is in with it. It's the what do they call it? The flat tire or the tire blowout track. It was kind of fun when I used it, but it's not really reliable because when the guide pin goes through a couple times, it might make that thing spin. So every time someone goes through, it might or might not lift that up, you know, and it's iffy if it's going to work. And then the next person that goes around should set down. I'm not going to use it. Again, I don't like the pieces of track that Aurora made to bust our slot cars. I really don't. It's a fun piece of track, but again, if you're making the track or your cars like have a flat tire, that's not fun. Time to repair them after that. Still working on the tabs, but I noticed one thing: my wire dremel brush is getting a little worn. So good thing I've got another one handy right there. It's still doing its thing, but when you get a fresh one there, it's going to make a much quicker look at these tabs. All right, here's a fun little bit. I think I may have known this, but I really wasn't too aware of it. And I know it's going to sound funny, but on the single lane track, there's no lock. There's the joiner pins, but there's no lock. And what they do on this junction track is they have this little clamp there. And I think I may have known this, but I didn't realize that. So for all the single lane track I'm going to have to check for those. Because if you don't have this piece to hold the single lane track together, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So when I came across this, I'm going, oh my gosh, I got to start searching for these things. Hey, I was just cleaning the tabs on the terminal tracks. I got 4 terminal tracks. Reason being is when I start the raceway, I like each lane to have their own power pack, their own transformer. So I've got 4 starter tracks, and the 2 starter tracks will be in the area to where it's closest to the transformer, but then the other 2 starter lanes, I'll have them wired to where they'll be like at the opposite end of the layout, to where when you're going in that direction, you'll have enough juice. I didn't want to just have lack of juice halfway around, so that's why I've got 4 starter tracks. All right, guys, I am done cleaning the tabs. I've got a ton of track here on the table. I'm ready to get started with the layout here. I'm just gonna piece some things together and just see how it comes out. I've got a ton of single lane track. I want to incorporate that. I've got the, like 8 lanes. I might want to do a big turn like that. We're just gonna see. If I need more track, I got plenty of each. So we're gonna get it started now. Here we go, guys. Just took a bit of a break a second ago, and I'm walking around the table, and I started trying to jiggle it, moving. I got the brakes on. Guys, this thing is absolutely solid. Again, is it perfect? No. Is it really good? Oh my God, it's really good, really good. Again, all the tabs are cleaned except for the Y track there. Can't wait to get into that. And I'm just trying to consider, what do I want? I've got a ton of real estate here. I mean, just absolute bunch of room for the slot cars. I know I want to do some landscape, but all this track I got, I can just start laying it out and everything's clean. I'm all set to go. Just for fun, again, I'm taking a break here just for a second. I cleared off everything here, and it's been a while. It's been a while. It has been a while. There they are. They're most of them anyways. One reason why I want to get into it is there's one car here, guys. You tell me which one you think it is. There's one car here. All the layouts I've had for the last 30 years, I use it as a test car. So there's a couple of cars here I've had since I was a kid, but then there's a couple of cars that there's no way I'm getting rid of them. And one of them is a test car that when I start doing the track and layout, making sure everything runs good, I'm using one of them. Any idea which one it is, guys? Let me know. Just had my hand on a bunch of track, ready to get to start the layout. My wife just hailed me. We do have dinner plans tonight. I'm going to have to cut it short. I am so excited to get this thing started. I wanted to get some type of a rough layout, but I've got to cut it short, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for hanging in there. This is nothing but, hey, listen, you got to clean the track. You got to make sure you got enough of it and then proceed. That's what kind of this video is. I wish I could go a little bit further. I was really trying to get a bit of a layout going on, but everything's ready to go. All right, guys, take care. See ya.